Man, that joke never gets old. Okay? Well, anyway, I bought you this stuffed flower earlier today, and...
Ah! Keep that flower away from me!
Wait, what? Stay the fuck back. I'm telling you, stay the fuck back. But dude, it's only a flower. I mean, flowers can't hurt you. This is your last warning. Keep that flower away from me. You do realize that's a toy sword. You know that, right? I don't care. All I know is that flower is trying to kill me. And I can't let that happen. I won't let that happen. I must kill Flowey. I will not stop. I swear on my grave I will not stop until that flower is... Wait, Flowey? Did you play Undertale? No? Are you sure? Maybe? I mean, you don't think flowers can hurt you, right? It could try. Listen, Undertale is a video game, not real life. This flower can't hurt you at all. I mean, all it does, it sits there and does nothing. And plus, look at the way how it smiles. It's adorable! You're right. I mean, what am I even doing? This flower can't hurt you or anyone in that matter. I'm sorry if I went too over the top there. Oh, that's alright. Keep that flower away from me! Keep it away! You are one sad, strange little man. That's it. I officially hate flowers. Well, I guess that's what happens when you play a game called Undertale. Oh man, Undertale. I don't think this game needs any introduction whatsoever. Undertale is a retro-style JRPG game that was inspired by older role-playing games like Earthbound, for example. It is classified as an indie title, but this little game instantly became popular and has even been nominated for the Game of the Year award. What's really interesting about Undertale is that it was developed by one person only, along with some help. And that was Toby Fox, who was also the publisher and the composer as well. I'll be honest, I did saw a bit of gameplay about this game on other YouTubers' videos, but I'd never really gone to sit down and actually play the game for myself. Well, thanks to Crash Sparrow Fan, it's finally time to take a look at this game. Now, a lot of people do consider Undertale as the best game ever made, so let's see what I think about this game. And with you guys watching the video, it fills me up with determination. No pun intended. And with that said, let's review Undertale. Published and developed by Toby Fox, Undertale was released in 2015. And was released on PC, and was also released on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita in 2017. Let's just pray for an Xbox One version in 2018. And just before the review begins, there will be a fair bit of spoilers ahead. If you don't want to be spoiled, please leave the video immediately. Then play the game for yourself, then come back later to this video. Seriously, you'll thank me later. Before you play the game, you have a prologue explaining that long ago, humans and monsters have been battling each other. In the end, the humans won and sealed the monsters away using a magic barrier. Many years gone by and we see the human child climbing up Mount Ebott. The child accidentally slips and falls into the underground. And that's where our game begins. We see a flower called Flowey the Flower. He sees that the human is not around from here and tries to help the child. Until he tricks you and states that in this world, it's kill or be killed. Man, what a fucking asshole Flowey is. Before Flowey tries to kill the child, along comes Toriel, saving us and taking the child to her home. She later realizes that the human just wants to go back home. In order for your character to go home, he has to cross the barrier located at the castle where King Asgore lives. With the journey all set, the fallen human goes out on an adventure to find his way back home. I could talk more about the story, but if I say one more thing about it, then I could be spoiling the game for you. Nevertheless, the story is amazing. It delivers some nice pacing, some nice tension for the player, and throughout the game, you'll learn the secrets to why monsters and humans can't get along. The story can seem to drag at times, but if there's one thing that I love about Undertale, is the characters. They fit the story very well, and even the small, minor characters are probably some of my favorite characters in this game. You get to meet monsters such as Undyne, a fish-like monster that leads the royal guard. Papyrus, a skeleton that wants to capture humans so he can be popular and everyone's friend. He's also a fan favorite by the way, and Sans, Papyrus's brother, and he also delivers some pretty bad but hilarious puns. So I guess you can call this game Undertale? Speaking of some puns, the comedy is kinda a hit or a miss for me. Sometimes it works and it makes me laugh, and sometimes it doesn't and it comes off as cringeworthy in my opinion. The gameplay sees you inside a little box playing as a soul, and you have to dodge enemies' attacks. It isn't hard like Cuphead's difficulty, but at times it can bring a challenge for even the best experienced video gamers out there. Each enemy has a different attack, and all of them are different, but sometimes it can get a bit repetitive. But some battles differ from others, like Undyne for example. And the more you progress into the game, the more challenging the enemy's attacks will be. What's really cool about the battle gameplay is not only you can fight monsters, but you can also talk to them and even use your mercy to spare them or just flee away. And if I may add something, talking to the creatures are a lot more fun than fighting them, as you can get some pretty funny dialogue, like this dog for example. The more you pet it, the longer his head goes. And the more you use your act button, you can see how much the writing shines in that aspect. If you get damaged in the battle, you can heal your character with different food items you see along your journey, and you can also pick up or purchase armor or weapons at shops like this guy who looks like he's getting nutted. One of my highlights about Undertale is that when you kill someone that you feel bad about, and when you reload your save just to not kill that monster, the game will call you out on it. Every time you start a new save file, it remembers everything that you did. Man, I just love those types of games when it focuses on attention to detail. And throughout the game, it does break the fourth wall and it has a few side missions every now and then, but it never loses track of the main plot. The designs of each level looks good. You get to explore around the ruins, Snowden, Waterfall and Hotland, and accompanied by one of the best retro soundtracks in recent memory, it really becomes an enjoyable RPG experience. And speaking of the soundtrack, good lord, the soundtrack is fucking fantastic. If I had the opportunity to change my top 10 favorite soundtracks in video games, this would easily make the top 3. The puzzles in this game aren't really that hard when you think about it, but it can be challenging at times. In terms of replay value, it offers a ton of that, having nearly up to 25 different endings and the game encouraging you to play Undertale again, but this time, finishing the game without killing every monster in the pacifist run, or playing through the game killing anything that moves in the genocide run. And each time you do something different leads to a completely new storyline and some new dialogue as well. The gameplay you're seeing is on the PlayStation 4, and in case you're wondering, it does have a trophy list with a platinum trophy. It's pretty easy to get all the trophies, and it could take up to 2 to 3 hours just to unlock the platinum. If you have seen other people's reviews about Undertale, then you would have heard at least everyone else talking about this next topic I'm about to go through. And that is the fanbase. The reason why Undertale has a huge fanbase is because everyone loves this game, and that's fine, and I can respect their opinion. You can find and see a bunch of fan-made boss battles, and some pretty weird fan art as well, but when you have a giant fanbase around a video game, movie, or a comic book, it can ruin the hype. You see, you have other YouTubers posting and uploading every boss battle and every single dialogue in Undertale because they think it's cool, or they want to get hundreds and thousands of views, which I can see why, but all they're doing is ruining this game for the potential new fans. No one wants to give a game like Undertale a try because the fanbase are constantly spoiling the game, telling people exactly what to do and how to play, and they'll start to get overwhelmed by it. And when you have people saying 1 or 2 flaws about this game, they will accept no criticism and they will verbally assault you on social media, all because they don't agree with what you think about Undertale. But here is where some people are missing the point. We live in a world where everybody has a different opinion about anything. Some people may disagree, but that's just the way how life goes. I honestly would rather have everyone having different opinions than everyone liking or hating the same thing. Because if everybody around the world liked everything, then the world would become boring in my opinion. So, Undertale has been overhyped as fuck, but that's not the only game that's been overhyped because of the fanbase. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is another game for example. Before it was released on shelves, everyone was already praising this game as the best video game remade ever. While it technically was, they still wouldn't accept any criticism from anyone. And even when someone said that it might not be as good as the original, they will still call you a bitch for having a different opinion. Unfortunately, I was spoiled during the neutral run, but luckily I played through the pacifist and even the genocide run without being spoiled, and I really had a great time. Because if I played this game with the fanbase beside me, then I probably would have a different view on Undertale. Just to be clear once again, I don't hate the fanbase at all. I just wish that some people can stop shoving spoilers down people's throats and let them find out for themselves. There's a saying in video games, and that is learn the game as little as possible to get the most out of the experience. I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you want to try out Undertale, then I strongly suggest you play this game without knowing everything. Play this game with an open, clear and empty mind, and only then you will get the best experience that Undertale offers. I understand that this game isn't everyone's cup of tea, and if you're looking for a first-person shooter game, you'll probably have to skip this game. But if you do decide to give it a try, what you'll get is a good retro JRPG game filled with some fantastic characters you'll adore. But back to the question mentioned earlier. Is Undertale the best game ever made? Well, no. because I do feel that there is a game out there that is the best game ever made. But is it one of the best games in 2015? Maybe. But when you really think about it, it is the same retro JRPG style that we all have seen before. The combat can get repetitive at times, the story can drag in certain areas, and even along with the toxic fanbase flowing around this game, it can easily ruin an interest for anyone wanting to give this game a try. But if I can be serious for a minute, what is Undertale really about? Well, based on my multiple playthroughs, I think Undertale is a game about you and how you interact with all these creatures you come across. Do you choose to talk to them and be nice, or will you decide to murder everything and anyone that stands in your way? This game pretty much teaches you to be kind to everyone, no matter how bizarre they look or how strange they sound, and that's something we can relate to in the real world. And coming back to the comment earlier from Crash Spyro fan saying that he's unsure of giving this game a try. Look, I'll be honest, Undertale is a really hard game to recommend to people, as they may have been warned out from the fanbase. So if you want to give Undertale a try, then give it a shot. If you don't want to play it because of the story, then play it for its writing. If you don't want to play for its writing, then play it for its characters. And if you don't want to play it because of the characters, then play it for its soundtrack. Cause honestly, this game reminded me that I still have human emotions. If you want to play Undertale, then go right ahead. And if you don't, well, that's fine too, because as I've stated before that this game isn't for everyone. But however, this game does come with a warning. If you want to give Undertale a chance, then play the game as you have never heard it before in your life.
Standing around for a few months or so, I should at least find a game to check out. Let's see. SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman? Okay, so maybe I can't do that. Alright, something else then. Shrek 2? Wow, I really know how to pick them. Okay, fine. Anything else? Spyro Enter the Dragonfly? It actually does work. I just want to find an excuse to not review it. But seriously, is there any game there I can review without trying to rip my head off or something? Well. Looks like someone could use some help. Who in the hell are you? Oh, well, pardon me, the name's Hobo Joe. Nice to meet ya. Well, nice to meet you too. Now before I go to the police and file a complaint, what in the fuck are you doing in my house? Well, I thought I'd come and help you with your little problem that you have. Oh yeah? Well, I've been standing in this spot for months just trying to find what game to review, so good luck finding a game for me to check out because so far I have nothing. What did you just do? Since you couldn't find a game to talk about, I decided to let you check out Undertale. Well, the joke's on you, pal, because last year I've already talked about everything you need to know about Undertale. Well, not everything. Not everything. What do you mean by that? Sit down, son. It's time that we had that talk. Don't you ever say that again. Okay.
Undertale, also known as the friendly RPG game where no one has to die. Well, let's take that quote and turn it upside down, because if you played Undertale for the first time, you would have heard someone mention that word genocide at least once. But what is the genocide route all about? Well, to put it short and sweet, the genocide route is about killing everything and everyone that moves. No holds barred, no questions asked, and no second thoughts. And I assumed I talked about everything in Undertale last year, but apparently I was wrong. So let's make up for lost time and play through the genocide route. Yes, play through, because I'm gonna try and talk about my experience playing as a psycho from start to finish. So this review will be a bit different than the normal ones, which probably explains why this video is going to be long. And keep in mind that I'm not going to review the pacifist run anytime soon, cause technically, the neutral and pacifist are the same thing, only with 45 minutes of added gameplay towards the end. But with the genocide run, the game actually changes. New music, new dialogue, new boss battles, pretty much everything you know about Undertale is about to transform into something different.
And I'm kinda looking forward to it, I guess. But just as you know, once I've started the genocide path, there is no going back. But don't worry, I'll be with ya every step of the way. Ah, he's still here. Great.
Now, before we start playing, we have to do the hardest part that anyone can do before beginning the genocide route. We have to reset the game.
I can't do it. I just can't. What do you mean that you can't? I'm sorry. This was a huge mistake. I don't want to reset the game because, well, look at them. All the evil has been destroyed and the folks get to experience life on the surface once again. I know it sounds weird because it's a video game, but these characters grew onto me and I don't want to be the one that ruins their lives. Alright then. I guess you don't have to play it. Well, thank you. I knew you'll understand. I suppose I'll have to do it instead. No, wait! What have you done? You monster! You ruined everything!
Welcome back to Ground Zero, everyone. Hope it was worth it. So you know the usual, we start off roaming around and come across Flowey the Flower. Now what's interesting is that if you know what's going to happen with Flowey sharing his quote-unquote love, you can dodge them and wait for him to get annoyed. You know what's going on here, don't you? You just wanted to see me suffer.
Actually, it's more of the opposite, cause you see, the audience is watching me suffer. I hope you're having fun laughing at my expense.
And of course, Flowey tries to kill us, Toriel saves the day, and we follow her doing the same shit all over again. Seriously, I've done this so many times that I cannot be bothered reading the same text as before. She shows us the switches on where to hit, she guides us through a trap device, and we have to walk the long haul by ourselves to gain confidence. And it's up to here where Toriel leaves us, and we finally get to start on our rampage. I'm not looking forward to what's going to occur, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Let's not waste any more time and get stuck into it.
Yeah, this is boring.
Okay, there are a few minor nitpicks about the genocide route, which I'll get to them later, but the biggest one is waiting for someone to pop up. I mean, how long does it take to find somebody to kill? The more I think about it, maybe Toby Fox put it there for a reason. And that's because the game wants you to think like a murderer. Someone who's waiting patiently for its prey. Well, 20 to 30 minutes later, once you killed everybody in this section, a screen will pop up saying, but nobody came. And once you see this on your computer or TV screen, that is when the genocide run truly begins. The text will show up everywhere you go, and the soundtrack starts to slow down by a mile. But eventually, we make it to our Mother of the Year and enter her house.
Wow, she looks stunning. What's her name? Well, if you have been listening to what I've been saying, her name is Toriel. That's a really nice name. And tell me something, is she, like a cow or something? Okay, first off, that was rude what you just said. And secondly, I'm pretty sure you've triggered most Undertale fans out there. And thirdly, she's not really much of a cow, as she looks more like... Well, it doesn't matter, 'cause I love her. Okay, seriously, when this video is done, we need to get you some help.
She reads us a book and gives us some cinnamon scotch pie. The character just wants to leave this place, but Toriel will not allow it until he's proven his strength. So because we are doing the genocide run and can't spare her, the only way to get past her is to kill her.
Wait, what? I'm not gonna let you kill my baby! Relax, don't worry, I'm not gonna kill her. I mean, like I said, I don't want to do the genocide route anyway. Look, I'll attack her for a few times, cause back in my last playthrough, she can take a beating, then I will spare her. Alright, but don't do anything foolish. Trust me, what's the worst that can happen? Oh no. You killed my one and true love. I'm sorry, I didn't know this was going to happen, and well, besides, she's only a video game character. A video game character? Why, you little knobhead. Look, that's it, I'm out of here. You're on your own. What have I done? I killed a beloved character. Well, I wish I could stop now, but I did say that once I've started the genocide route, there's no going back, so let's just continue on.
So, if there's one advice I should give you, is expect the unexpected. You never know what's going to occur throughout this route, so try to enjoy it while you can, I guess? Cause I'm pretty sure Hobo Joe did. Flowey catches up with you, and he recognizes the human as the fallen child. He sees darkness within the character, and hopes to team up with him so they can kill anything that moves. Let's destroy everything in this wretched world. Everyone, everything, and these worthless memories. Let's turn them all to dust!
That's a wonderful idea.
I think I need an adult.
But hey, things aren't too bad. We're at Snowden. I always love snows in video games. Hey, there's a top 10 video for ya. And the plus side is we get to meet up with Sans. The old whoopee cushion in the hand trick. It's always funny. That's, your cue to laugh.
Oh. Sorry. My bad. Ha! Yeah, that's all I got.
Quick, behind that conveniently shaped lamp. Okay, I guess you don't have to. Sans, have you found a human yet? Yeah. Really? Wowee! Guess that's settled. Well, I'll be straightforward with you. My brother'd really like to see a human, so, you know, it really helped me out. If you keep pretending to be one. Ah! Okay, I know what you're thinking. What in the hell is even happening right now? This never happened before. The character doesn't acknowledge Sans, they miss out the long conversations, Sans tells the character to pretend to be a human, and the soundtrack... it just sounds awful. Throughout your journey in Genocide, every now and then the soundtrack slows down and gives out a more darker feel to it. It does not sound pleasant at all, and it automatically makes you feel like a bad person. So once again, you wait and kill and wait and kill, you know the drill. Usually Papyrus has some puzzles waiting for us as he's looking forward to us reacting to them. But the character has other plans. In order to stop you... Wow, the voice I gave him really sounds like Waluigi. My brother and I have created some puzzles. I think you'll find this one quite shocking. For you see, this is the invisible... Yeah, this is exactly what it looks like. The human just walks by without a care in the world. He's not thinking about participating in the puzzles as the one thing he cares about is killing. And I think you know who he's going to kill next. But before we get to that, we have to reach to Snowden Town. We kill some more monsters and we were forced to kill some dogs, which yes, I did go to my bedroom afterwards and started crying rapidly for hours. Sans doesn't acknowledge the signs, but he does give us a foreshadow. Here's some friendly advice. If you keep going the way you are now, you're gonna have a bad time.
Okay, is that supposed to scare me or something? Because so far it's not really... Oh god, I think I shat myself.
And here we are in Snowden Town, and is it just me, or is the place quiet? Almost too quiet. It looks like everyone knows about this killer and they all decided to evacuate. All except for the monster kid, that poor soul. And even entering the shop, no one is even there as well. There's a note as well saying, please don't hurt my family. The genocide run aims to make you feel bad, and so far, it's really doing a great job at that. So we reach to Papyrus and he believes that even the most insane person can change. We walk forward, thinks he wants a hug, and, well, you can take a guess what happens next. And even though you killed him, he still sees good in you and he has faith that you can do better, before being a parody of Avengers Infinity War and vanishes to dust.
Well, all I can say is that I just hope that Papyrus's death doesn't come back to haunt me. What?
So now we are at Waterfall, and here I was hoping that beautiful soundtrack would come into play, but... never get your hopes up, folks. Toby Fox even made arguably the most peaceful song in Undertale sounding like shit. What's interesting about the Genocide run is some puzzles you need to do have already been done for you, so you don't have to waste time and just get to the killing spree. And killing you shall keep doing. Undyne catches up with us and nothing much has changed just yet. Still mysterious as always, while the monster kid follows us around.
I swear to god, if I have to kill that monster kid, then I'll never forgive myself.
You also see just how much of an asshole the human is. In the other runs I did, the monster kid helped us make it on top of that platform, but in the Genocide run, he still helps you, but you start to get rough with him that it hurts him. The transition in being a bad person is really starting to take effect. We run into the angry dummy, and because he's so full of rage from what we did, the evil spirit releases and he becomes a glad dummy instead. So as a thanks for his effort, he decides to spare us. And I spared him back, cause at the end of the day, we did a noble cause. Helping someone, getting rid of their problems, and reminding him to always look on the bright side of— I'm just joking. We killed that fucker. We killed him real good. Remember how some shop owners have left their stores earlier to protect their own safety? Well, old Turtle Boy stays around, and no matter how much we threat him, he doesn't budge. Mad respect has been earned. So we do some more killing and reach to the bridge with the monster kid. He's been told by Undyne to stay away from the human as he's dangerous. And she is right. As the human gets closer, the kid thinks what would Undyne do, and the kid decides to stand up for himself. You better stop where you are, cause if you want to hurt anyone else, you're gonna have to get through me first, and it...
Oh no. No, 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 no. Alright, I decided to give you another chance, but you bet. Hey, will you shut up? What are you saying oh no for anyway? Don't tell me you were about to kill that kid.
I don't know.
Fine, let's get this over with. I'll close my eyes so I don't have to look. Undyne?
Undyne steps in, getting hit in the process, and tells the kid to go. It looks like she's about to die until the power of determination kicks in with one simple goal in mind: to stop the human. Well, good luck with that, because so far everyone has died in one hit, so how can she put up a great challenge? Oh. You're gonna have to try a little harder than that. In comes Undyne the Undyne, the second hardest boss in the genocide run. There are at times where the difficulty spikes up, in a good way, and delivers a challenge to the player. But no challenge can harm me. I'm invincible. Oh, god damn it. Well, I might as well go back and resupply myself. I should add as well that the soundtrack here kicks ass. But despite everything Undyne had to offer, and after facing her for 1 to 2 hours, she finally falls down with the final blow.
Yes! Sucked in, you son of a bitch! After 1 to 2 hours, I finally got you! And... Oh no! Undyne! What have I done? I totally have regretted my life decisions!
As Undyne slowly melts into nothing, she mentions that if anything were to happen, Alphys would evacuate everyone, and with her last words, this world will live on. Another interesting feature is that in the other runs, you would see a billboard of Welcome to Hotlands light up. But in the genocide route, the billboard freezes because no one is there to operate, as they are afraid that they'll get murdered. It's almost like you're going through an empty theme park. And speaking of Hotlands, here we are. Mettaton greets us instead of Alphys this time around, due to Alphys helping the others get to safety. You're just itching to get your hands on me, aren't you? Well, too bad. This world needs stars more than it needs corpse. Turtles. Yeah, sometimes I pick the weirdest voices, don't blame me. You know what happens next. We wait around and kill some more monsters to gain XP. In the elevator section, usually you go from level 1 to 2, but in here, you skip 2 and head over to 3 straight away, cause there's nothing interesting in level 2. You meet up with the spider, and as you would expect... the spider dies, and one of the tiny spider friends leaves a flower for her. Ugh, the feelings, man, they hurt so much. Come on, crackers, we're nearly there, get it together. We make it to the MTT resort where everyone has left just in time. I should probably mention as well before I forget, is that if there's one good thing about the genocide path, is when most shop owners have left, you can take all the money for yourself and grab all the weapons, armor, and food you can carry. It is a good thing if you want to experiment with any weapons you want to try out, and stockpile a ton of food to prepare yourself. Before we confront Mettaton, we have to wait and kill some monsters. Thankfully, it's the last time you get to do this, cause I'm really sick and tired of waiting around. Once that's done, it's time to kill Mettaton. Ready? It's showtime!
Holy Jesus Christ, my eyes!
Lights flashing, new costume, and a kick-ass soundtrack. This is already turning out to be one of the greatest bosses in gaming history. Bring it on, Mettaton. I'm ready for...
Well, that's a waste.
And we reach to the house. Now, usually the monsters come in and they talk about the story of monsters and humans, but because they're all dead, we have Flowey instead. I almost forgot about him. He talks about how resetting the game drove him to sanity, and he wants to join forces so they can watch the world burn. They both wouldn't hesitate to kill anyone, even each other. And once Flowey realizes that the human would eventually kill him too, he starts to freak out and runs off.
And now, this brings us to the final boss of the genocide. And yeah, I can tell that some of you was expecting this. Well, I've also heard about this boss as well, and I am not afraid. So bring it on, whoever you are!
Sans. You're joking, right?
Out of all the bosses, I have to face... Sans? Oh, that is hilarious. Okay, this is gonna be a cakewalk.
Sans questions if even the worst person in existence can change. There's no response, so he asks if the human takes another step forward, he's not gonna like what happens next. The human takes another step, and the battle begins. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. On days like these, kids like you should be burning in hell. Wait, what? What is this? What's going on? I wasn't ready. Hey, that's not fair at all. So out of my 92 health, I'm down to 1, but that's okay. Always wondered why people never use their strongest attack first. Fuck you, Sans. Okay, no point in pretending what this is. Sans is one of the hardest bosses you'll ever come across in a video game. You have to be full concentrated and trying to remember all the patterns, otherwise, as what Sans says, you're gonna have a bad time. But no worries, at least we can try to hit Sans. Fuck you, Sans! One of the features in Sans' boss battle is you never take a break from your health meter. At least with Undyne, you can get hit, but you also have a few second break before getting hit again. But with Sans, you have to constantly be on the move. It's difficult as hell, but the one thing I always come back to trying to beat Sans is listening to that soundtrack. This is obviously the best music in Undertale, and anyone can easily disagree if you have a different opinion. Megalovania is what this song is called, and many people believe that this is Sans' song, but during my research, I came to the conclusion that this is not Sans' song, but someone else's. You see, Megalovania is another word for megalomania, and that word means obsession with the exercise of power. So when you look at Sans, he's not really a type of person that would want to have power. But do you know who does? You, the player, the human, the fallen child. You're the one who wants that power, the power to erase all existence, and this song fits perfectly for you. And plus, every time you die, Sans finds a way to roast you, which is pretty funny to look at.
But enough joking around. We have a review to finish.
Okay, that was just a minor mistake, but I'm sure I'll get him next time. Okay, seriously, Sans, we all have lives to live, and I appreciate it if we can move along. Oh, for fuck's sake!
beat that boss, huh? Yeah. Well, that's what you get for killing my girl. Well, I had to, for the sake of the video. Would you like some help? What? Who, me? Well, no thanks. I'm pretty sure I can do this. Alright, I'm leaving. I mean, yes, but please help me. I've been trying to do this for 4 hours and I still can't beat him. I'll do anything, please. Alright, here's what you do. Go to YouTube and download some footage. Oh, wait a second. Wouldn't that be stealing? Well, not really. Unless if you give that person the credit. No, I refuse to do that. That's the coward's way out. I want to give the audience a more authentic experience. I don't know my lines. I want to give the audience a more authentic experience, even if it kills me. Wait a second. The feeling, this power inside me is that determination? Nah, that's you going completely insane. But seriously, this is something I never felt before. The energy of hopes and dreams is running through my veins, and my voice is getting so clogged up that I have to. Well, thanks to this power, I am more determined to beat Sans more than ever. I know we had our moments together, but enough is enough. I am ready to finish what I... So I'll just take someone's footage instead? Yeah, good idea.
Thank you, Lasted Cat, for letting me use this footage even though I didn't ask your permission, but please, I need money to feed my goldfish! So if you finally beat Sans, he goes to sleep cause he's tired for some reason, and you manage to finally kill him as he walks off into the sunset. Papyrus, do you want anything?
I'll have 2 number 9s.
So we reach to Asgore. He doesn't want to fight, but who cares? Cause the human hurts Asgore anyway, and Flowey finishes him off as desperation to hopefully be on your side. Flowey is begging for his life at this point, but again, the human doesn't care, and you give Flowey the most brutal death you can think of. Please don't kill me. You keep on attacking Flowey until he becomes nothing more than ashes. And that's it. You've done it. You've finally reached the absolute. But just when you thought it's all over, someone pops into the screen. And that character is Chara, aka the original fallen child. Now that there's nothing left, he wants you to erase the world so we can move on to the next. And no matter what you say either way, Chara pretty much kills you and the game as well.
I should mention that if you do complete the genocide path, you do have the option to play the game again if you wait for 15 minutes. And that brings us to the soulless pacifist runs.
It's just a pacifist run as normal, with a slight twist in the ending, because you have given your soul to Chara, and no matter the outcome, he still possesses you and kills everyone anyway. I should point out that you can switch from genocide to neutral at any given time if it's all becoming too much to handle. Cause let's be honest, the genocide run aims to make you feel bad right from the very start. From where you kill all of your friends to being just an asshole to everyone around you. It encourages you to stop what you're doing and leave the game alone, cause sometimes it's best not to know everything in a video game. It is an awful experience playing the genocide run, but looking back, it's actually a pretty neat idea that Toby Fox included this option. Undertale is indeed a one-of-a-kind classic. There's no game out there that could rival Undertale in terms of storytelling, and I don't think even Toby Fox himself could manage to give us the same feelings like Undertale did. So, if you do see this game along your way, pick it up and try it out for yourself. Whenever playing it as genocide or not, it still gives you a roller coaster experience.